What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Jaye. Today we're joined with two special guests. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Chloe.
Hi,
I'm Jessica.
All right, Chloe and Jessica. What we do here is just we're gonna give you some red pill or some information, so to speak, and you're just gonna give us your perspective of this information. All right.
Sounds
all right.
good.
So today's video that we're doing is this is how you make a woman loyal. So before we get started with the video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. But I want to throw the question to you guys. How do a guy make a woman loyal?
I would say trust.
Okay. What do you mean when you say trust?
That she'll be so loyal that that she trusts him a lot, that she knows she can be loyal, you know? Like,
Okay.
I don't know, she's just ready to be loyal.
Okay. Okay.
Where she feels like he's giving the same energy back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for you,
I would say trust and comfortability. Comfortability.
Okay. So being like comfortable with a person.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
What makes someone, I guess a better question maybe to ask is what makes a woman trust a man and what makes a woman be more comfortable with a man?
I think she has to trust him to be comfortable with him. You can't go into a relationship not trusting the person 100%.
Okay.
You need to be comfortable with them if you want to really be with them.
Okay. And then trust as in like relationship that he don't want do something in a relationship, or trust just as a general person?
I think both.
Okay. All right. So let's watch what he says and you're just going to give us your perspective. All right.
People should become like bonded sort of together, kind of, or try to retain a bit of independence.
I feel like you need to do a bit of both. So you need to have a communication that you're bonded, but at the same time you have two separate lives. Pursue his goals, definitely, because that's something that's important to him. So I would want him to be happy with doing what he wants to do instead of making me happy, because I'm happy for him, if you know what I mean.
Where are
Hold up. She said something very important that I see a lot of times in relationships. She said to basically make him happy and be a part of his life. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I mean, I agree, but he'd have to get the same energy back for sure.
Okay.
I feel like it's always, for me at least, if I don't get the same energy back, then I'm not going to give that energy that
Okay.
I want.
Okay.
Because if they're not giving it, then what's the point?
Okay. What about your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's the same. You need to be like 100% and 100% for each person.
Okay.
You have to always be there for them. If
Okay.
it's career, emotional, whatever it is.
Okay. I'm about to ask some real questions now. Let's get it. All right. So for you guys, you are dealing with a guy. Let's say you're dealing with a guy and he starts to, I guess, lose himself in you. Would you think that you would still be attracted to him and be loyal to him, or you would not?
Wait, what do you mean by losing himself?
Okay, let me break it down. A lot of times what we see what happens is the guy, even this is like traditional. So a guy is like the breadwinner. He has like his career, he has his work or whatever. And then the woman is like his backbone in a sense of helping cook, clean, you know, take care of the home type of stuff. And when he gets home, stuff like that. But now we're seeing in the modern day, a woman has her own career, her own jobs, her own stuff. So do you feel like it should be 50-50 of going, I'm going to support you in yours, you support me in mine, or the guy does his thing and you help support him?
Hell no.
Got you.
No,
Okay.
You both gotta support each other
Okay.
equally.
Okay. So you two personally looking for like the modern type of relationship. Okay. Got you. All right.
Sure.
Now let's move on.
all the high quality women? Lots of guys are asking that question. They think, I'm not seeing any, I'm not meeting any. Are there any out there? Do they even exist? I get it. I completely understand their frustration. I've said it before. High quality women are extremely rare. I also think that high quality men are extremely rare. In general, I just think most people suck. But leaving aside for a moment the fact that there's just a general shortage, if you want to know why you're not meeting or even seeing evidence of that many high quality women in the dating market, there's a really simple answer. It's because they're already in relationships. They've met their man. They're having children. They had no interest in staying in the dating market. They didn't want to explore their options or be promiscuous. They wanted to meet their man and start their life. There was a bit of controversy a couple of months ago on my Patreon.
Do you guys find that to be true, especially for women you guys' ages?
My age, no.
Okay.
I think a bunch of people are just wasting their time.
But hold on, wait, what?
I think a bunch of people are just wasting their time.
Wasting their time. Okay, what do you mean when you say wasting their time?
A lot of people are just in it mainly for sex.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And looks and clout,
Wow.
for sure.
That's some
Definitely.
straight honesty. All right. And would you agree or disagree with that?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Honestly.
Wow. So hold on, I'm a little flabbergasted right now. So you feel like women get into relationships just for you said the ascension,
Both.
the sex,
Men and women.
men and women. Got you. Get into relationships for the sex, for the attention, for the clout.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue.
On page. In
Wow.
one of my exclusive videos.
At least
I
most
said
people
that
I
if a-
know.
You said what?
At least most people I know for
Got
sure.
you. Got you. Got
Well,
you.
not know, but know of. Like, oh, why are you talking to him? Oh, I don't know. Like,
Okay, for
What did he
context.
do?
Yeah, I'm about to say for context, are you in the entertainment world or what world do you live in?
sports and entertainment.
So entertainment. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Just for context.
If a woman is 30 and she's still single, that in itself is a red flag. Now, I understand why hearing that some people were a bit shocked, but I stand by it. If a woman is 30 and she's still single, you have to ask the question, what has she been doing with her time? What are her priorities? Has she had relationships? If so, why did they fail? Now, there might be a completely reasonable explanation that would justify or explain it all, but my general take on it is that high-quality women desire to get into long-term monogamous relationships basically as quickly as possible. They aren't interested in staying single. They don't want to play the field. They want to settle down. So if you're a guy in your 30s and you're looking around...
Okay. He says something very interesting. Do you guys agree with that or disagree with that? About women wanting to settle down versus playing the field and exploring their options.
I do agree with that. A lot of women who have things going for themselves do look for somebody that they're willing to settle down with and who will make them a better person because they already know they're a better person and they just want to add on to that to make themselves a better person.
Okay. Got you. And then for you, Jay?
I agree too, but I feel it's mostly because women like want to get into a relationship because it's more like emotional for them, you know?
Okay.
So they like that aspect of it.
Okay, what do you mean? What do you mean when you say that exactly?
Just like the men nowadays, like not just men, there's a lot of people in our culture who just like want to sleep around and stuff, but there are certain people who actually want to be in relationships and like,
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
around at the women in your dating pool thinking, where are all of the high-quality women? That's the most obvious explanation I can give you, is that they're already in relationships. The truth is that if you value loyalty from your partner, then you should be looking to date a woman while she's young. Devotion, loyalty, pair bonding. These are not mysterious processes. The manner by which a woman becomes devoted to you and loyal to you in a relationship is entirely explainable and can be replicated. So let's go through it. So, as a woman's growing up, the predominant masculine force in her life is her father. You know, he's taking largely the responsibility for her. But after she moves out of home, even if she's still in contact with her parents, she now becomes responsible for herself. That's the first step towards becoming an adult. In a sense, it's an opportunity to be reborn. You know, you developed this personality to get through school, to fit in with your peers, to please your parents. And now, as an adult, you have the ability to make the conscious choice as to which parts of your personality you're going to keep and which parts you're going to discard.
This might be a side question, but and a little off topic, but do you guys find that, I guess, growing up, you was a different way versus being like outside in the world?
Definitely.
Because I feel like same here. Like a lot of times, strict parents, they have like these strict rules, etc. Then the kid act a certain way, but then when they get to college, they kind of like, you know, live their life. Do you guys agree with that?
I definitely do. I had strict parents.
Okay.
Really strict.
Gotcha.
But I wasn't sheltered. Like if you asked them a question, they would tell you. But I was in practices every single day.
Wow.
So morning and night. So I just never really had time to think about other things.
Gotcha.
Like other than my sports. So it wasn't that bad for me having strict parents at all. And I was also homeschooled. So
Wow. Whoa, really? Wow.
So-
you went to college?
I haven't been to college. I just went pro out of high school.
Okay.
Yes.
Got you.
But I did go to high school. And when I went to high school my sophomore year, that's when I started realizing what the world's really like.
Yeah.
And
What was that change for just a second?
oh my gosh.
What was that change?
I did not know. I knew what getting drunk was. I have Italian parents, so they drink wine all the time
Okay.
and like have fun and stuff. But teens, I did not know kids my age were doing that.
Same here.
Smoking,
Yeah.
I did not know that was a common thing. Like drugs, didn't even know what half of them were.
Got you. Okay.
Like everything. Like sex, I didn't know kids were having sex so often either. Like at all.
Wow.
So going to high school was definitely like a big eye opener.
Okay.
For sure.
And at that point in time in your life, if you got if you got into a relationship, would you feel like you would have stayed loyal, or you would have explored your options and explored different new experiences?
Yeah, no, I'd be loyal.
Oh.
Because if I was gonna be, I'd see the way I was raised was if you're dating somebody, then you're loyal. I was
Okay.
never raised by how everybody else was raised.
Okay.
Raised like, oh, we can date in the 6th grade, whatever happens, happens. Next relationship, next relationship,
Got
next
you.
relationship.
Okay.
In between, fuck other people. No, it was way different for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Was it the same for you, Jess?
Can you repeat the question?
Meaning, like, grew up wise, did your parents instill like a traditional sense of like get married and have kids and etc., or they were just like, you know, have fun, do you?
My mom's from Europe. She's Polish, so of course she was like that, very traditional. But she also like really loves me, and she just wants me to like do whatever I want. Like,
Okay.
She was fine with me like dating in high school and stuff like that.
Okay.
But she just wanted me to. She wants me obviously to find the right person and be
Got you.
happy.
Yeah.
That just comes down to it.
Okay. Have your parents, the mothers, I guess I would say, or it could have been fathers too, have they instilled in you that they don't want you having too many quote unquote bodies?
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make that very clear. All right.
That transition into adulthood, that's hard. That's like an identity crisis, and it takes a lot of courage and perseverance to get through it. Turning 18 might make you an adult in the legal sense, but truthfully, it takes a long time, lots of years, lots of effort, of prolonged growth and increasing responsibility before you can actually declare yourself to be a true adult. Now, if you're a young guy and you meet a young girl, say the two of you are 19, you're going to go through that process together. In all likelihood, you'll probably be a couple of years older than her. Maybe you'll be 21, and that's good because that satisfies her hypergamy. You know, you're a bit more experienced. She can look up.
Do you guys know what hypergamy means?
No.
Okay. Hypergamy just means that females tend to date up, meaning if you're a woman who makes $50,000 a year, you want someone who makes, I don't know, 75, 100,
Yeah.
etc. Whether it's class, money, or status, it's just date up. That's all it means.
To you. But largely, the two of you are kids who are learning to be adults together. It's in that growth, in identifying challenges and then overcoming them, that's where the bonding happens. It's through going through these personal transformations with your partner. When talking about a woman's loyalty to her partner,
What just
the
happened?
essential element in
This
the
has
bonding
never happened
process
before,
is that
ever.
She links that personal transformation with you.
What did y'all
The
do to my
journey that
computer?
she's going on, her personal transformation, is inextricably linked in her mind with her relationship with you. She works hard to finish her college degree, and you are right there with her, encouraging her and helping her to study. She gets her first job, and you were there helping her prep for the interview and calming her nerves on the first day. Her boss is toxic, and she learns to stand up for herself, and you were right there with her, coaching her, role-playing with her, helping her navigate that situation. She confronts trauma from her past, and all these difficult emotions come up, and you're right there helping her process them. You know, you stay up with her late into the night, you hold her as she cries, you're there for her. She is becoming a new person, and you are right there with her. You might not be the cause of her growth, but you are such an intimate part of her personal journey that she couldn't imagine it without you. If, at the end of all of that, she grows into somebody who is competent, happy, filled with self-love, and you helped her get there, well, that is a recipe for a loyal and devoted partner. It's pair bonding.
Do you guys agree with what he just said? That's a very important thing.
I do, honestly.
Okay.
I do, but I've been there. And I got cheated on, so.
Damn. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. God. That took a thing for a left. Okay, hold on. Say that one more time.
So I had somebody who was there with me
Okay.
through my whole first part of high school, end of high school, a little bit of out of high school, so he knew everything. You know?
Got you.
And
Okay.
like there were times we like took a break and stuff, but still cheated. But also you got to think he was just a child. Like that's just how he was, and I should have realized that from the beginning, having to raise him.
Oh, whoa. You felt like you raised him too?
Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do. I was telling Justice in the car.
She's actually telling me this in the car.
Okay.
About how she raises lots of her boyfriends.
Not the one I have now, but the past ones I definitely have.
Okay.
And
when you say raise, I want to be very clear. Are you talking about experience wise? Are you talking about financially, or what are you talking about? Career wise?
yeah, pretty much all of it.
Damn, that sucks.
Making him stay in high school.
Okay. Wait.
You know,
Just
Damn.
when I first met him, wants to drop out of high school. I make him stay into high school. He
Gotcha.
gets through high school, and now he's at college. Really
Okay.
good college. And he has good grades, and all this. And then money-wise, you know, like, I never used his money because I knew he doesn't have a lot. So, like, why would I?
Well, yeah.
Like, you know, just keeping it, like, super calm. But that was my mistake. I learned that
Okay.
you can't date somebody who's not in the same mindset as me, because I should not be raising the person I'm
100%.
dating.
It is definitely not
he
your
should
job.
be
Yeah,
at my
yeah.
level. That's
Yeah.
where I messed up.
Gotcha.
So being
Okay.
cheated on didn't surprise me.
All right, Jess, what are your thoughts?
I think it's important what he's saying, that couples should grow together, because
Okay.
especially if you're young, like even in your 20s, you really still don't know who you are. So having someone there to help you figure it out and help you figure them out, it's really like a really good bonding experience, and you go through
Okay.
like life stages together, and it really does like help you become more comfortable, like
Yeah.
I was saying, and trust each other.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some curveballs at you guys. Okay, you're in a relationship. It's going well. It's phenomenal. He's a dope dude. He's whatever. He's treating you right. He's giving you everything that you want, etc. But he wants a hall pass. Would you guys be willing to do that?
Well, who is the hall pass? Like, is
Oh.
a celebrity?
Ah,
Because,
Yeah.
like, if he gets one, I get one.
That's definitely, yeah.
okay. All right.
It's all about the same thing. You want a hall pass? Fine, I get a hall pass. And
Let's-
if you're not comfortable with me getting touched, don't expect to get touched.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
And the strongest bonds are often forged through difficulty and challenge. Now, this next part might sound strange, but do you see how a young woman who has not yet reached her potential, who is still quite unsure of herself, is actually in some ways a lot more capable of being devoted and loyal to you than a finished product, a high quality woman who's already gone through her personal transformation? You think, well, that's weird, that makes no sense. You know, the young girl is untested and unproven. Who knows how she's going to turn out? If you've got a high quality woman, at least you can guarantee that she's going to be loyal and devoted, because those are positive characteristics that come with somebody who's already been on that journey. I mean, there is some merit to that, but do you see that a high quality woman who's already gone on that journey, she doesn't need you so much. You know, there's not going to be so much challenge for her because she's already done that, either by herself or with another man. She's overcome those challenges. And so the opportunity through those essential transformation steps that most people take on the path to adulthood, to share that with a partner and then to bond over that, that's gone. Those opportunities are no more. It's one of the reasons why I'm not that keen on guys dating women who've already had children. And it's not me hating on single mothers, it's just that logically speaking, you understand that having children is an intense experience. There's a lot of growth, there's a lot of challenge, a lot of personal transformation that you need to go through in order to successfully navigate that situation. And if a woman's already had children, then she's already been through that process, possibly with another man. But if that's something that you're going to do, have children with somebody, you want to go through all of that for the first time together. Now, I might be wrong. I haven't actually looked at any research studies on this phenomena, but it seems completely reasonable to me to expect that a woman who's already had children with another man is going to have a diminished capacity to pair bond with a new man, especially when compared to a young woman.
I know you guys you probably can't talk about that part, but what about the part of just going through very, I guess, intense situations and intense things in your life and having that person with you, and later on in life, you still care for that person? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think you'll ever lose, like, the feeling for that person.
Wow,
That's why
okay.
you gotta be careful.
Okay.
Like, if you're dating somebody, you gotta know that it's kind of forever. That's why I was blessed for my parents, honestly. I'm very happy I had the parents I did, because I could have had many relationships and had ties with many people.
Got you. Yeah.
But now it's a very select few.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
What about you, Jess?
I think it is important to
Okay.
go through those situations together.
Okay.
I really do. It just makes you closer with each other at the end of the day.
Okay. What are your guys' longest relationship?
3 years.
3 years. Okay.
Mine is probably the one I'm in. We've been on and off, but I would say for about a year.
Okay, 3 years and a year.
Yeah.
And what would you say is I don't know, key thing to creating a longer lasting relationships? I know you had 3 years, so that was probably different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly ours was communication and
Okay.
trust. Like, it really is. I know that's what everybody says,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
communication and trust,
Mhm.
but it really is. Like, if you can't trust them, then you're gonna be up their ass all the time. What are you doing? Where are you? Like,
Yeah.
no one wants that.
True.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Nobody
Gotcha.
wants that.
What about you?
Yeah, I think trust is important too because both of my serious relationships, I was long distance at some point with them.
Wow. Okay.
So it was just a lot of just texting and calling, and you don't see them, so you really do have to trust what they're
Yeah.
doing at the end of the day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's stressful.
No, that sounds stressful.
It was stressful.
Woman who hasn't had children, who hasn't yet reached her potential or developed the full extent of her capacities. Because that woman hasn't really established herself in the world yet, she still has all of that growth ahead of her, and all of that growth can serve the dual purpose of deepening the devotion that she will feel to you and your relationship. Now, you might be wondering, does this work the same way for men? If you're a young guy who's still on the path to becoming a real man, a real adult, masculine leader in his community, is it going to help to have a sweet, devoted partner by your side to help you in those challenges and help you in your own transformation? Is that experience going to deepen your bond to that woman? The answer is yes, of course. And in fact, it's a wonderful thing because later on in the relationship, it's going to serve as a protection against your own instincts and temptations to wander and stray from the relationship. Let's be honest, as a man, you are going to be tempted by life. You're going to see the next sweet young pretty girl and you're going to feel that pull towards her. Now, if your relationship sucks and you don't feel particularly close with your partner, you never really bonded that deeply, it's going to be hard to not stray. But if you are deeply bonded with your partner, you have grown into the person that you are with her because of her, then any temptation for short-term pleasure is going to be massively outweighed by the genuine love and affection you feel for your life companion. So when people ask me in my private consultations, should I wait until I have already established myself as a high-quality man before getting into a relationship with a woman? I say no. Relationships are not meant to be the end goal, the reward at the end of all of this. Yeah. It's not do the growth first and then have the relationship. Relationships themselves can be a powerful tool for growth and the best place for genuine pair bonding to occur. Young men and women helping each other, fighting with each other, resolving fights, learning how to communicate needs, learning how to respect boundaries, learning how to put up boundaries. These are all essential skills that you need to learn in relationship.
All right. So in gist, I want to get you guys a summary or thought summary of about how to make a female loyal to you. I know at the beginning you said trust and communication, but can you summarize what do you mean exactly when you said that?
Good, Jess.
Okay. I think trust still plays a big part in it.
Okay.
Because you need that at the end of the day with the person you're going to be in a relationship, especially if you're going into a relationship to get married, not to just fool around and stuff like that.
Okay, hold on, real quick question. Are you guys dating for dating, or are you dating with a purpose to get married, to settle down, etc.?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
With a purpose.
With a purpose, definitely.
Okay, gotcha.
Why would we waste our time?
Oh. I mean, there's a lot of women that would say otherwise, you know.
Also, yeah, no, I do get that.
Yeah.
There's some people who like to go through relationships to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I've learned, and I'm a very quick learner, so I feel like I've caught on pretty fast.
Okay.
But, I mean, this time around, I'm definitely also, I don't know, I'm trying to, like, not say, like, get married now.
Got you.
But, like, I'm trying to take things more serious. So,
Okay.
this time, like, I waited 6 months till this dude could say he wanted, or before he could even ask to date me, like 6 months. But then I know that's a long time, and we weren't like doing much, but it was just that I just wasn't for sure if he was the one, and then I found out like maybe he could be the one. You know, he's shown it enough. He can go out, do whatever he wants. I can go out, do whatever I want, and we both know at the end of the day, nothing's gonna happen.
Okay.
So, and that's somebody that I like. There's trust, and there's we have really good communication. So, I don't see why I would not try to take this as like a long-term thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. And then what about you?
What? I feel like we've gone on a few tangents.
Yeah, you know, but that's the
So
podcast.
sorry.
Okay, so in jest, you would agree that you would prefer to grow with your partner versus getting a finished product.
I think
so to
so,
speak.
because then it's like you experience life together, and you don't have to go and search for someone who maybe is like you,
Gotcha.
maybe, you know, like went through the same things you
Mhm.
did, or just when you grow together, it's different.
Okay, got you. Now, before we wrap up, I want to know you guys' perspective of what boundaries are like. I guess you would call it. What do you call it? Deal breakers.
Deal breakers.
Deal breakers. Yes. And here's a side question or a side ball. If you never discussed those boundaries, would you still make them deal breakers?
Yeah, but I mean, I have. And my boundaries are just little things like, I don't know, he has some exes that still text him and check up on him.
Okay.
I don't care.
I'm about to say that's nothing.
But
okay.
yeah, no, but if he was to do some, like, say something flirty back, that's a problem. If, like, just too flirty in public, then it's like, I don't know, it would hurt my feelings.
Okay.
What?
No, go ahead. No.
You sweating on me?
Go ahead.
No, just the little things. Like, I don't know, just too flirty. But like I know he would not do that.
Okay.
And because I mean, like,
I don't know what that means.
like, why would you ever want to do something to hurt somebody? In my opinion, why would you ever
Yeah.
want to do something to hurt somebody else?
Okay.
I
You want a
know.
real reason, or are you just asking it rhetorical?
Give me a real reason.
I'll answer the real reason after
'Cause he,
Jess
like-
gives us her answer for my question.
I think a deal breaker would definitely be cheating, but it just
Okay.
comes
Oh, yeah.
to like at the end of the day, like respect your relationship.
Okay.
If you respect it, your girl isn't gonna have to tell you what to do, and your man's not gonna tell you what to do.
Got you.
Y'all are just gonna be comfortable in
Yeah.
Okay.
whatever y'all are doing.
Is emotional cheating worse or physical cheating worse?
I think emotional.
Wow.
Ooh.
Most women I talk to says emotional too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would agree as well?
I would, but yeah, cheating's like kind of just like that you just heard about it or you saw it, like, and it's just done. Like, that's it. But emotional, like, I actually know somebody who just went through this and they had feelings for somebody else while having a boyfriend from a long time. And
Got
the
you.
dude is like mentally like fucked. Like,
Speak out loud.
he's like not doing too good.
Yeah, it hurts. It's a
And I can
it's
see
a-
why.
It's a very big thing because what I find to be true, women love faster, but men love harder. So, for instance, for a woman, you're like designed to like move on more quickly or more effectively. I would say not quickly, but more effectively. For a guy, it really hurts. Like if he truly cares about you. But yeah. But where can they find you guys' Instagrams real quick?
Chloe_Cunliffe.
Okay.
Mine is just Jess, and then JEDSKI, Just Jetski.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in the description box. I don't even know what she just said. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to listen more, I would highly suggest that you do. The link will be in the description below as well. Join the Patreon Army, and I'm out. Peace.